Hello everybody, this is Fuzzy Photography. My name is Susie, and I'm showing off Lushfoil, jeez. Uh, as you can tell, unscripted video for the most part, but we are showing off Lushfoil Photography Sim, a game by Matt Newell. Playing the demo, of course. That's currently available on Steam. It dropped around like June 10th for the Steam Next Fest that was going on. It's still available. Like, I was able to download it, but I know some people have had issues downloading it online. So I'll leave I'll leave it in the description, and feel free to leave a comment if you're able to download it and play it. I'd love to see what all you guys think. Uh, it's built in Unreal Engine 5. Very impressive, like, game, both in terms of... Okay, I don't want to do the tutorial. I've done that multiple times. But yeah, very impressive game in terms of graphical fidelity and its camera features. Sadly, we don't get full control of the camera, but I'll show off what we do get control of. You can zoom the camera, of course, change focus with right click. There's center bound autofocus, or if you hold down and scroll, you can change focus. Let me go up to the sign to show that you can get up and change focus. Which is really nice. Very good that you can do that. But yeah, you can't control aperture, ISO, shutter speed. A lot of stuff you'd be able to control on a full camera. But you are able to do quite a bit in the demo, and I'm sure those other features will become available in the full game. I do want to get a picture of this, though. Crouch, because there is a... If you heard that notification, that means we got one of the like developer photos, which in this level and other levels, or I'm assuming they're going to be in other levels, there is a board of photos the game encourages you to go find and take, which is really neat. I think this game has a lot of potential as a like teaching tool, and this is the board. If we take a picture of it, it will tell us all about it. Oh, wait. I think we needed... Huh. Okay, maybe... I have done multiple takes of this video, since I'm trying to make it concise. But yeah, what inspired me to do this video is I saw, like, recently, like, just today, I saw a video by a small channel named Firby Photography about video game photography, like photography games. And that's something that's already been on my mind. Like, that topic in general has been on my mind lately, since photography in general has been on my mind. It's been a huge interest for me for a little while now, but especially recently. And video games have been a fun way to explore it for, you know, nights I can't go out kind of deal. Just, you know, when I want to stay in, it's very, very nice to be able to play a game like this, or even just something sillier like Sludge Life, or I want to do a playthrough of Dead Rising on this channel. But in that video, he covered several different photography games and the kind of relative history of them. And I can't wait to see what else he puts out about that. and I'll have to leave a link to that video, because I'll probably be covering a couple of games from that video as well, that he mentioned, that I didn't know about before then. Oh yeah, this is another spot. Nice. Yeah. So that's kind of the goal of this channel, is just to be a variety channel of photography. Not necessarily just not all about hardware or, you know, digital photography, film photography, like, you know, only doing one or the other. A lot of photography channels are very focused, and I definitely understand that. There's definitely a lot of respect to that type of focus, but I guess my focus is going to be, you know, fuzzy, as the, yeah, that's why I picked the name. Because, yeah, there's a lot of different ways to go about looking at photography, both in person, IRL, with, like, you know, physical cameras, and, like, in VR, in, you know, in video games, like, digital, like, media in general. Like, I hope to teach myself Blender one of these days so I can do more mixed media work. You know, 3D animation types of things, or 3D environments to, like, you know, do stuff in. It's just interesting to not limit yourself. And of course I do like stuff like film photography. I got my start with instant photography, for example. That's where all this started for me, was with an Instax, like with a Fujifilm Instax camera. And I didn't quite get the shot. I think it was like supposed to be like this. Let me look. Oh, it's more around the bend. Okay, I see. Not quite there. Can I think I could probably get it here. There you go. Nice. Yeah, that's kind of the focus of this channel, I guess. Is that it's unfocused, it's variety. I'll be doing stuff from Let's Plays to, you know, kind of photography storytelling. Trying to tell stories in games or in real life. Kind of like what a photography zine would be doing, but like in video form. And of course, I do want to broaden to, like, or, you know, make larger projects. Like, I would love to work on short films when I have the means to do so, but for now, it's going to be small outings and Let's Plays in virtual stuff, I guess. Just fooling around. I might collaborate with some other people eventually, too. I know one of the games I'm definitely going to need a collaboration for is Content Warning, which is very silly as a game, but I love playing it as like a photographer and aspiring videographer. Being able to, you know, do goofy, you know, videos in a video game is super fun. Holding the camera and watching people get attacked by the weird and abstract monsters in that game. It's a really fun little horror game, but I love the being the camera operator in it. So yeah, I will do a more in-depth video about this game once I discover more about it. But this is very pretty. You get lost in it. And I can't wait for the full game to come out so we don't have time limits to get lost in it. Because it's already been 10 minutes since we've been in here, 15 minutes left. But yeah, I guess that's what I love about photography, is just there's a bunch of different ways to go about it. You don't have to do one thing. There isn't just landscape photography or street photography, you know, doing portraits or weddings, or there's a bunch of different ways to go about it. What medium you use, what film you use, or if you go digital, you know, there's a bunch of options there of how you handle it. Post-processing, photo editing, all that, even digital stuff, like being able to use a green screen, and, you know, that's why I want to be able to use Blender to be able to make animations or virtual environments for people to be in. It's just interesting how much you can really get from this art form of, you know, photography and videography, cinematography, that kind of deal. I'll have to talk more about my inspirations later too, especially when I have them like in front of me and I can link to them. There's been some stuff like filmmaking wise that has been inspiring me though that I'll talk about later. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the channel. Enjoy what I'm gonna be putting out in the future. I'm probably gonna do a playthrough of Sludge Life here soon. Probably today I'll post a part of it. Like I'll do my first video of it. But yeah, I hope to entertain you guys. Hopefully you guys might be able to learn something too, even though I'm just an amateur myself with all this stuff. But that's another part that I love about photography. It's like probably way more accessible than it used to be. Like way, way more. Like back in the day you would have had to buy books, and you know, even if you did digital photography, actually one of my digital cameras I have that I got recently would have been like $1,000 for it for the original Canon Rebel. But, you know, nowadays you can pick it up for 40. You know, it's sure 20 years old, but like, or around 20 years old, but it's enough to get into photography. Back in the day, you wouldn't have been able to buy a DSLR for 40 bucks. You know, nowadays you can get a brand new one, like an entry-level one like I got for about 350. You know, 370. It's kind of crazy how far you can get with, you know, a camera from Walmart and like a DSLR. You know, point and shoots are another story. I'll have to cover those. But it's crazy what you can do with an entry-level DSLR and just, you know, YouTube and some elbow grease, getting out there and learning. And games like this will help too. Plenty of people who don't, you know, do photography. Like I had one of my close friends of mine play this game a bit. I told him about the demo and he's like, well, I should play it instead of you showing it to me. Like, so he played it. He downloaded it and tried it out, and it was really fun to see him like stream it over Discord and yeah, see his mind, you know, whir. Like, he's not a photographer, but I can tell he has a photographer's eye at times, which is really interesting. That's also an experiment I want to run whenever the full game comes out, getting non-photographers to play this game and see what it's like, what photos they make, what stories they could tell, like what they see in this environment that I might not. Like, heck. That's what I love about photography. Everyone's gonna see something slightly different. Everyone has different eyes. That color of blue is not the same for everyone. Everyone sees different, and it's really interesting. So yeah, that's the goal of this channel though, is just, I guess, be the variety channel of the photography world, or at least the photography scene on YouTube. Just, you know, have fun and, you know, do what I love. Play games, like, do photography. Work up to making short films, or, you know, learning Blender, and, making animations, and, mixed media projects. If I produce a zine, you guys will definitely be hearing about it. Or the process of me making one. And we've come full circle. So I'll leave it here. I'll leave the all the links that I brought up that you guys might want to check out here, like in the description. And that'll be it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. I'm Susie with Fuzzy Photography. Fuzzy Photography, Fuzzy Focus Photography, or just Fuzzy Focus. And I'll see you in the next one.